Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com. With opportunities to build, grow, live, and work in the Hillsboro community. With the City of Hillsboro Renaissance Zone, new businesses and entrepreneurs can use to start a business. The time for you to consider Hillsboro is now. Come see us, make the drive, and visit the City of Hillsboro. Contact city offices or visit www.hillsboro-nd.com. Small town, big opportunity. Experience Hillsboro.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro is accepting new patients. They offer patients of all ages a full range of dental services, including Clear Correct, which is an option for invisible braces, and a $99 whitening program. Dr. Rothfuss accepts multiple insurance plans, including Delta Dental, United Concordia that was affiliated with Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Principal Dental Insurance. Bring your smile to Dr. Craig Rothfuss Dental Practice in Hillsboro, and the friendly staff will help make it sparkle. Call 701-636-4244 today.
Good afternoon and welcome everyone to the quarterfinal round of the North Dakota Class B Region 2 Boys Basketball Tournament at Betty Ingolstadt Arena on yourliveevent.com. Our first matchup today features the top team in the tourney as the number 1 seeded North Border Eagles face the number 9 seeded Drayton Valley Titan Edinburghs. The Eagles can make it a 3-0 season sweep against their regional rival, while the Titans look to kickstart a Cinderella-esque run after winning their playing game against Findlay Cherno Page. We'll tell you all about these two teams coming up and then some coming up on our Insurance pregame show. This is the North Dakota Class B Region 2 tournament on yourliveevent.com.
One of the main benefits of moving to the Halstead Living Center and Heritage House community is to enjoy every comfort of home without the burdens of home ownership in an environment that offers choices for care assistance, social interaction, group activities, or simply quiet, comfortable living. Another reason to choose Halstead Living Center and Heritage House is to get back to living life through their all-inclusive services and full array of social events, spiritual enrichment programs, recreational activities, and lifelong learning. For more information, call 456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires, or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro.
Hello, welcome everyone to our IRA Insurance pregame show at Betty Ingolstadt Arena. On yourliveevent.com, we bring you our first Region 2 quarterfinal quarrel. It's between the DVE Drayton Valley Edinburg Titans and the North Border Eagles, with March playoff basketball in full gear in North Dakota. Our pregame show brought to you by IRA Insurance. For all your insurance needs, visit IRAINS.com. Happy Monday, everybody. A marvelous Monday outside. Derek Zimmerman-Geyer with you for this first quarterfinal game of Monday here at the Betty, and a rematch between two teams that have seen each other twice so far this season, between the number 1 seeded North Border Eagles and the number 9 DVE Titans. The third game between these two teams, DVE attempting a Cinderella-esque run to the finals. Let's see how the Titans have got here so far this season. Looking at right now, coached by Blake Laxdal, they are sitting at 9-13 overall on the season, finished with a 4-7 home mark, 5-6 on the road, and 6-12 in Region 2, putting up 49 points per game and giving up 52. Let's look at their last 5. Back on February 16th, a 69-42 loss to North Border, and then followed up 2 days later on the 18th, they lost to Benson County 62-53, defeated Lakota on the 20th 59-50, and then lost to Hatton Northwood 52-45 on February 26th. The first game of the Titans tournament here at the Region 2 level, not here at the Betty, but up in Hope, North Dakota on March 2nd in a play-in game against the Findlay Sherman-Page Spartans, where the Titans got one back on their region rival with a 61-57 victory, closing out Findlay Sherman-Page's season. This Titans team, like we've talked about, 0-2 already versus North Border versus first 2 games back on January 8th at Pembina, 44-36 victory for the Eagles, and then a much larger decision in favor of North Border on February 16th, 69-42. That game was at Drayton. Speaking of these Eagles once again, let's look at their numbers and how they stack up. Sitting at 16-2 overall on the season, 7-1 at home, 6-1 on or 8-1 on the road, and 13-1 in Region 2. Their lone loss to Thompson back on January 21st, 58-48. Let's not focus on that. Let's look at their last 5, in which they are undefeated in said contest. On February 9th, a 63-40 victory over Mayport CG. On the 11th, a 82-57 decision over Park River Fortville Lincoln. Defeated DVE 69-42 recently, like we talked about on February 16th. On the 18th, defeated Hillsborough Central Valley 72-47, and then took care of business against Cavalier 72-47 on February 26th. The North Border Eagles' first game of this Region 2 tournament, coming in as the 1 seed, coached by Dan Moore. His team puts up 66 points per game, giving up 49. That's good for the second best offense of Region 2 and the third best defense. The Eagles are 5-0 against DVE since 2019. Saw them 3 times last year, and now looking to pick up their 3rd straight win this season against the Titans. We'll see what the coaches have to say about that when we come back with our pregame coaches' comments. Don't go anywhere. This is your Ira Insurance pregame show on yourliveevent.com.
See your future come together at Lake Region State College. Train for in-demand careers, part-time, full-time, or online. At Lake Region State College, we change lives.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Anderson from Hillsborough High School. Drugs and alcohol not only affect your life, but everyone around you as well. That is why I choose not to engage in drugs and alcohol. It results in poor decision making and even death. Don't let your friends and family and teammates down. Be safe and stay sober. Thank you. This is a message brought to you by Hillsborough High School District.
Did you know that every time you read that bedtime story, you pop a bowl of popcorn, or you settle into the sofa to watch a movie? The city of Hillsborough is hard at work behind the scenes to power the moments that matter. You could say, we warm up your downtime. At the city of Hillsborough, we power businesses too, keeping the lights on and providing the reliability our community needs to thrive. We're here for you with safe, affordable power. We power on.
When it comes to insurance, you should be confident that you're choosing the best option. I'm Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsborough. Let's find and discuss the best insurance policy for your home, auto, farm, life, or business. Stop in to see Ryan Updahl or I at our Hillsborough office, or give us a call at 701-436-5777, or toll free at 1-800-498-5777. This is Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, and we look forward to doing business with you.
Welcome back to our Ira Insurance pregame show here at the Betty Engelstead Arena on YourLiveEvent.com out in Grand Forks, North Dakota, for this matchup in the Region 2 tournament between the number 1 seeded North Border Eagles and the number 9 seeded DVE Titans. Time to talk to the head coach of the Titans, Blake Laxall. His team sitting at 9-13 in a third crack at this North Border squad this season.
Joined by the head coach of the Drayton Valley Edinburg Titans, Coach Blake Laxall, coming into this ball game. You played your playing game against Finley Channel Page, and now you're at the Betty. Initial thoughts walking to the arena, ready to take on the number 1 seed North Border.
Yeah, you know, like we said, walking in here, it's always fun for the kids to get here. We got here last year. Wasn't the best showing for us, but it's always fun to get here. To play against North Border here. They're a good team, but we're excited to see what we can do.
Having a game already under your belt, technically in tourney play with the playing game against Finley Channel Page out in help. You guys won that game handedly at one point, and Finley coming back. Is there any momentum, any confidence that game sparked not coming here against the Eagles?
I think you can always build from any of your games. It's nice we didn't have as long of a layoff there as North Border, but it's always nice to have a little break too. So we'll see. Hopefully we can build on some of the positive stuff from Finley and maybe fix some of the mistakes we made there and see what we can do.
You've played this North Border squad twice now. The first time on January 8th. A close game, 44-36. Next time out, February 16th, 69-42. Kept you at arm's length a little bit. What can you take away from those first two games for tonight?
Yeah, I think that first one we did a good job of limiting our turnovers for the most part. In that second one, we turned the ball over way too many times and gave them a lot of easy points and stuff. So, definitely, like you said, look at the press and see what we can do. Try and take care of the ball a little better and see if we can get in a good one with them.
This North Border team has the third best offense in Region 2, only giving up 49 points per game. You guys' offense has found sparks throughout the season where they can put up points, but what's going to take this afternoon against a heavy North Border defense?
Yeah, like I said, they're a good defensive team. They got a lot of good athletes there. They work together. They got long arms. But for us, I think we just got to take care of the ball. When they go into their zone there, try and find some openings, and when we get them, got to make our shots too. That's been kind of a struggle for us every once in a while. We've gotten in the paint and got good looks, but just haven't finished. So we do those things. I think we can get in a good one with them.
Who are the playmakers for the Eagles that you have to shut down?
Well, their whole starting five, they're pretty darn good. They're Cosley kind of gets him set with that defense on the top there. He looks to get his easy points, and then the rest of those guys. Jaden Lee, he's a stud. He's tough to stop, and all of those guys, they're all plenty good. So hopefully we can get them into maybe some foul trouble and get into their bench a little bit there and see if we can have a chance there.
Coach, anything else we can add?
I think that's good. So we'll hopefully we get into a good one here. So thank you.
Thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
Yes, thank you.
That was Coach Blake Laxall of the DVE Titans with his pregame coach's thoughts right there heading into this matchup against the number 1 North Border Eagles. When we come back on our Ira Insurance pregame show, we'll talk to the head coach of the Eagles, Mr. Dan Moore, when we come back here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local planter experts. Tune up, add up, the math is simple. Every additional percentage of meter accuracy adds a bushel or two more per acre. While they should run at 98% or better, many do not. That's why no matter who made them, no matter their type, every meter should be calibrated every year. Keep your meters in top-notch shape. Call RDK at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter maintenance today.
Welcome back to our Ira Insurance pregame show here on YourLiveEvent.com at the Betty in Grand Forks, North Dakota. Derek Zimmerman Geyer on you with this journey this early afternoon in our first quarterfinal quarrel of the day. And it's now time to talk to the head coach of the Eagles, Dan Moore. His team hasn't played a single-digit game since February 2nd. Let's see what he has to think coming in to this matchup the third time against the Titans.
Now joined by the head coach of the North Border Eagles, number 1 seed in the tournament, Coach Dan Moore of the Eagles. Heading into this one, you are 5-0 in your last 5, and you're taking on a team you beat twice already. Initial thoughts walking into the Betty?
Yeah, it's nice to be the 1 seed, obviously, but this is always a tough region. It does not matter that we're playing an 8 seed. It's somebody, like you said, we've beaten twice, but that makes it even tougher having to beat them a third time. So we're approaching them as if this is a state championship type game. We're not overlooking anybody. We know what DVE can bring to us, and we're ready for a game.
Let's talk about what the Titans have brought to you so far. Like I said, 2-0. Last meeting was on February 16th, a 69-42 handily win in that game at Drayton. The first time, though, was a bit closer, 44-36 back on the 8th of January. What do you bring away from those first 2 games that you know so far about the Titans?
Well, like you said, the first game was actually is the lowest scoring game we've had all year. They held us to 44 points. We just didn't do the things that we wanted to do. We kind of let them dictate some things, and we learned a lot about ourselves from that game, actually. And as the second game shows, we made some corrections from the first time we played them. We expect them to be physical. They actually give us a couple matchup problems with their physicality, but at the same time, we give them some matchup problems with our quickness and things like that. So we look to, we know that it's going to be a battle, but we look to exploit some of the advantages that we have.
Tyson Backer, probably the kid who's going to have the ball in his hands the most throughout the afternoon. What's your game plan to stopping him and having him have to facilitate to his other teammates?
You know, one thing about this matchup is we've been playing against like Tyson and Gage Polstead. Those kids have been starting since they were freshmen. Some of our guys have been as well, so we know them quite well. They know us quite well, so it's a fun matchup. But yeah, we're going to try to make Tyson get rid of the basketball a little bit and make somebody else beat us. And we know with Polstead on the free throw line in the elbow area is where he's toughest, and we're going to try to limit his touches there.
You have the second best offense in Region 2 and the third best defense at 69 points per game, or 66 points per game, and 49 given up. What makes both of those parts of your team so dynamic?
Well, we put 5 really good athletes on the court for our starting 5, and we have some good length too. We've got some big guys, but they're not necessarily big, bulky guys. They're big, long, quick, athletic guys. And we get in the passing lanes well. Like you say, it helps we like to push, and that helps our scoring, but it really helps our defense too, our length and our rebounding ability. We try to limit a lot of second chance points, and, we got a good group of athletes that had success on the football field, and they've really kind of carried that over into the basketball season this year, and it's been a lot of fun.
What is one key you can tell me is key to winning tonight's game?
Limiting second chance points is probably going to be the biggest thing for us. If we can force them into missing their first shot, we cannot give them second chances, and then we want to go after that.
Coach, anything else like to add?
Good luck to everybody in the tournament. It's going to be a fun one.
Coach, thanks for your time and good luck this afternoon.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you once again to Coach Dan Moore of North Border. His Eagles, number 1 seed, taking on number 9 seeded DVE Drayton Valley Edinburg Titans here in this first quarterfinal matchup at the Betty in the Region 2 tournament. Grand Forks, North Dakota, everybody. Thanks for joining us about under 2 minutes before we get to our starting lineups and tip-off. Let's relook at these storylines between these two teams one more time as the day progresses. North Border already 2-0 versus DVE. Those games back on January 8th and February 16th. 44-36 in the first decision out in Pembina, and then the second one at Drayton. 69-42 in favor of the Eagles. They're 16-2 and 13-1 in the region. 9-1 in their last 10. The Eagles are 5-0 in said last 5. One of those games was against the Titans. And again, 2-0 North Border is. For Drayton Valley Edinburg, they are 0-5 versus North Border since 2019. Haven't had the luck of a draw against these high-scoring Eagles in a few years. As both teams line up here, looks like we'll start our national anthem here in a hot second. After that, we'll come with our starting lineups. Once those are underway, we'll come back with the lineups and tip-off here as we conclude our Insurance pregame show coming back with starting lineups and tip-off on yourliveevent.com.
Shane Azure. I'm the superintendent of Northwood Public School. We realized that education the last 45 days of school was going to look a little bit differently.
Superintendents in our service area started calling and saying, okay, we're going to an online-based learning system and we have students that don't have internet access. What can we do to connect them?
They were here within a day or two to make sure that our parents and our students were connected.
This was just a small piece that we could do to try and bring some structure back to not only their teachers and schools, but some of their classmates as well.
One more quick line to remind you, we'll be right back with our starting lineups and tip-off after the national anthem after this on yourliveevent.com.
Well, I love working about Marvin is I'm always given an opportunity to learn new things.
Come in here willing to learn, and if you're willing to do that, you can go anywhere.
The people here is what makes the workplace enjoyable. It's a great place to work.
They have a great benefit package, and as I've been here even for a few years, I've seen that package being adjusted and tailored to try to meet our needs better.
Your experience coming in, our experience that we have here, makes a great combination that we invite.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs, Inc. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
When you're way, way out in farm country, right in the middle of harvest, there's nobody watching. No audience, no crowd, the only bright lights beam from a combine. And they're not pointing at you. All that's here is a field. It may not look like a place of glory, but there's still a winner. There's still a score. And for many farmers who planted golden harvest corn this year, victory is about to set in. Talk to Tim Kazette Seed Sales, 701-430-0877.
Welcome back to the Benny after our national anthem sung by North Borders student. Great rendition and the showing of the color guard. Now here at the Betty, it's time for our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. Right off the bat with our number 9 seeded DVE Titans.
Number 24, Jace Larson.
For the Titans, coached by Blake Laxdal, sitting at 9-13, 6-12 in the region. Looks like this. Number 5, Sam Johnson, senior guard at 5'10". Number 12, Caleb Cardis, senior forward at 6'2". Number 21, Alex Swanson, senior guard / forward at 6'1". Number 23, Tyson Backer, stud player for the Titans at 6'2". Number 23, a guard. And rounding it out, number 45, Gage Polstad, a senior center / forward at 6'6". For the Titans again, it goes Johnson, Cardis, Swanser, Backer, and Polstad. Possibly coming off the bench for the Titans be players like Lucas Pastorik and Braden Johnson. Now for the number 1. Again, for the Titans, it goes Johnson, Cardis, Swanson, Backer, Paulstead. For North Border, it goes like this. Trenton Castley, number 2. Crossley, number 2. Number 5, Jaden Johnson. Number 11, Jaden Lee. Number 23, Kyler Moore. And then number 33, Aiden Stainbrook. Again, for North Border. Crossley, the sophomore guard at 5'11". Johnson, the junior forward / center at 6'5". Lee, the senior guard / forward at 6'2". Number 23, Kyle Moore, junior guard / forward at 6'1". Number 33, Aiden Stainbrook, sophomore forward / guard 6'4". Your starting lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. Learn more about American Crystal Sugar, including career opportunities, online at crystalsugar.com. The Titans coached by Blake Laxdal. The Eagles coached by Dan Moore. Eagles number 1, Titans number 9. In our first bash at the Betty. And we'll run through these lineups one more time and point out a few key players to keep an eye out for this afternoon. Coached by Dan Moore, Trenton Costley, sophomore guard, 5'11". Jackson Johnson, a dangerous player with the ball in his hands. Forward / center, the tallest player on this North Border squad at 6'5", wearing number 5. And there's Jaden Lee, number 11, guard / forward. The senior stands at 6'2". Aiden Stainbrook, the son of assistant coach Wes Stainbrook, wearing number 33, comes out the sophomore forward / at 6'4". Coach Dan Moore also has a son on the squad. Kyler Moore and Dan Moore, the son-father duo. Our American Crystal Sugar lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. And now it's time for our first bash at the Betty, with number 3, Aiden Stainbrook, tipping off against number 45 at Gage Paulstad. And advantage Paulstad goes right to left. Titans with the basketball here on YourLoveEvent.com. Tyson Backer in the backfield now across the timeline. Wearing gray on gray. Got at the top of the key, gets a screen from Cardis, now goes left wing. Picked away there for a moment, gets it back, trying to feed inside of Johnson. He goes left side, midi up, short airmail, hit the net, and pulled it down by Kyler Murray. And all the way up alone on the right side, finding alone Kyler Moore with the board off the glass for 2. It's 2-0 Eagles, 7:30 in the first quarter. North Border up early, and now playing that full court defense. Sam Johnson escapes across the timeline, bounce past the Cardis, left wing, now in the paint, now back to Johnson, left wing again. Now glides to the top of the key, goes to Paulstad on the right side. Paulstad feeds inside the Johnson, nice pass, couldn't get the finish. Cardis with the offensive rebound, he is snuffed and down by Moore, gets it back again. Cardis staying persistent and gets the 2. Ties it up, 2 apiece, immediately on the other side, hitting the hardwood. Down along the baseline is number 11, Jaden Lee. Jaden Lee fouled. Going up for the shot, and he heads to the line for the first time this afternoon between both teams. That foul on Cardis, his first, team first. Jaden Lee, the senior guard / forward, his first attempt. Puts it up and rattles in and out. First trip to the line this afternoon results in 0-1. The senior once again makes that one count, gives his Eagles the lead at 3-2. One tie so far in this ball game at 2-all. Now here's Backer to Paulstad, right wing in the front court. Now dishes inside to Johnson, behind Johnson, picked away. Cardis found it. Now he goes Paulstad, top of the key. He'll unleash a 3. No, in midair goes pass to Cardis and left side, bounce pass over to Paulstad. Picked up by Johnson. He is ripped and denied by Jaden Johnson. And now here's on the left side, and the elbow is Costley. He's almost picked away. Now he spins inside the paint and the post, puts up the right hand and puts up the floater. Jaden Johnson for 2, brings it now to 5-2. 6:24 first quarter, North Border on top. 2 stuffs in favor of the Eagles on the defensive side. Their third best defense living up to its name. Now top of the key is Backer. Gets a screen from Paulstead. Goes right wing. Pull up way deep for three. Short again. 2 field goals attempted by Tyson Backer and both airmailed. His team down 5-2, 6 minutes in the first. Now pushing across the timeline at Trenton Costley. He's in the right front court. Goes now to the right wing. This is Jaden Lee. He glides to the foul line. Between the leg dribble. Now back at the right corner. This one's poked away by Sam Johnson. Still North Border basketball. Costley to inbound from the sideline, near sideline. Feed inside now to number 5, Johnson in the post. Puts it up, maneuvers around, got skinny with it. He's stripped going up for the putback, and it's still North Border basketball. Johnson got that rebound, poked away by DVE. Referee's asking. No substitutions so far this game. Inbound coming once again. This one from Johnson. Now here's left corner. Thought about pulling it was Johnson. Now back and forth. It goes to Jaden Lee, left wing. Now back to Johnson, left corner again. Johnson puts a move on. Jabs inside, spinning around. Oh, fancy footwork. Better finish from the left block by Jaden Lee. Jaden Johnson now has 4 points, and it's 7-2 Eagles up early. Poked away again. Now at the foul line is Costley. That one's poked away. Recorralled by Lee. He goes up, gets skimmy with it, and he puts up 2 of his own. Lee with 2. It's 9-2. 5-11. First quarter timeout. Titans here on your Tim Gazette Seats Out scoreboard. 701-430-0877. Back after this on yourloveevent.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
It's 9-2 in favor of North Border over DVE on your Golden Harvest Tim Gazette Seat Sale scoreboard. Coming back from the break, timeout by Coach Blake Laxdal, and the Titans down 9-2 with 5:08 in the first quarter. Here comes DVE with Sam Johnson across the timeline, being pestered by Trenton Costley. Almost lost the basketball on his knees, and we have a ground foul called against North Border. Johnson doing his best to save that basketball. Now Tyson Backer to inbound. First team foul by North Border. That one on number 2, Costley. His first, Sam Johnson. Fighting at the logo. Now he goes to Paulstead. You have a top of the key. Moves to the right, maneuvers back. Now he'll glide around, pull up right side midi up. Off the rim, pulled down. Eventually, long rebound corralled by Jaden Lee, his first board. Lee running the court now. He's got 3 points. At the top of the key now, steps back, goes right wing over to Kyler Moore. Now feeds inside to Jaden Johnson. He is snuffed and stuffed by Paulstead in the right block. Paulstead with the block. Goes out of bounds. And still North Border basketball. Trenton Costley to inbound. Costley goes right corner. This is Moore. He dishes now right wing to Johnson. Or Lee, excuse me. Lee now right elbow. Puts in a move on. Stops. And feed inside. Better pass. Better finish. Oh, to Johnson. Johnson's got 6. And it's 11-2 early. 4:13 first quarter. North Border on top. Sam Johnson dancing with Costley at the timeline now. Johnson gets a screen from Cardis. Goes left wing, back to Cardis. Pick and roll action. Cardis now inside the paint. And it took too many steps inside the paint. Cardis trying from the left block, and he turns it over. 2 turnovers by the Titans with 3:55 in the first quarter, down 11-2. Trenton Costley at the top of the key. Now he'll maneuver inside. He runs into a brick wall that as Paulstead turns it over. Backer fights for it, finally finds it. First North Border turnover. And Paulstead running the court, has a woof on his tail, shakes him off. Now in the right front court now. Looks to go to Cardis. No, he goes left. Now backs in. Now at the foul line. Kicks left corner. Sam Johnson. He'll unload a 3. That one hit the top of the backboard at the very corner. Pulled down by Costley. His first snag. Now here's Johnson. Kicks out to Costley at the top of the key. He maneuvers around. Bodies in to Sam Johnson. And bodies in 2 points. Trenton Costley, his First deuce of the afternoon. It's 13-2. Up big time early for the Eagles over the Titans with 3:06 in the first quarter. Johnson against Costley once more. At the North Dakota logo here at UND. Johnson tries to go inside. Absolutely put down by Jaden Johnson with the block. The Titans have not found any luck inside the paint. I believe that's 3 to 4 blocks now for the North Border. Backer has it in the right elbow. He loses it, now puts up a 14-foot jumper. Floater won't go. Gets his own rebound. Can't get the second one to drop, and it's pulled down by Johnson. Now running the floor all the way to Costley, all alone, right block. Great transition offense. Poor defensive transition by the Titans. And out of bounds once again off of Backer and back to North Border. 15-2. 2:31. Another timeout on the floor by Coach Blake Blackstow. His team down by 13 points with 2:31 left in the first quarter on your Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard.
Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has been adapting to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. The production of edible beans has helped many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operation more profitable. Along with the increased profitability, these growers are producing a nutritious, high-protein food source that helps feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, with receiving stations in Hatton, Sharon, Larimore, Devils Lake, Wilton, Washburn, Lincoln, Piesick, Grafton, and Garski. Learn more online at centralvalleybean.com or call 701-847-2622.
Welcome back to the Betty here at UND. Grand Forks, North Dakota. In this quarterfinal matchup of the Region 2 tournament, boys basketball, North Border up 15-2 over Drayton Valley Edinburg on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard. 2:31 left to go here in this first quarter. North Border has the basketball after another turnover by the Titans. Now to inbound the Eagles are. This is Costley. He goes to the right wing to Kyle Moore. Now poked away there for a second. Found by Johnson. Right side midi up. And rattles in and out, pulled down by Backer. Backer's second board. Now looks to kickstart his team's offense. Goes right corner now. This is number 21, Alexander Swanson. Swanson now goes to Johnson, top of key, back to Swanson. Right corner again. Now he'll drive, put his elbow down, put his shoulder down. Lost the basketball off the dribble, claps his hands ferociously. Turnover, DVE, their fourth. North Border once again with the basketball. Another chance to score off the turnover. Push it across the timeline is Costley. He goes to Lee. Kick around the arc. This is number 5, Jaden Johnson. He goes top of the key. Back to Lee. Now feed it to Moore on the right side. Moore hits the hardwood. Is foul. Looks like by Tyson Backer on a contact. Ground foul. That is Backer's first. Team second. Coming out of the game for DVE, Sam Johnson. Replacing him is number 32, Sam Pastoric. Off the bench. Pastoric in, now kick out top of the key. This is a 3-ball from Moore and won't find the mark. That was actually Stainbrook. Pulled it down by Backer. Now Backer with a chance to cut in with 1:35 in the first. Gives it to Pastoric, fresh off the bench. Feeds inside to Polistad. Inside the right corner, puts up a long 2, and it drains it. Polistad with the midi. It's Cash, and he's got 2. And finally, the drought is over at 15-4, 1:19 at first quarter. Here's Johnson, left elbow, kicks out. No, it's poked away. Found by Kyler Moore. Top of the key goes right to Stainbrook. Now he goes to the right elbow, puts up the midi off the back iron, pulled down. Flying in there for the rebound is Johnson, and feeding it back to Lee for 2. Lee now has 5. It's 17-4. 55 seconds and ticking in the first quarter. Backer dancing now. He goes right corner, Mrs. Polistad. Inside now. He goes and spins in the paint. Up and snuffed again. But a foul going to be called on that one. Kyler Moore with the put down. But too much of the mitt on that one. That is Moore's first, team second. Paulstead, his first attempt of the afternoon, swishes that one. He's got 3 points. It's 17-5. North Border still up, 47.9 on the clock in the first. Paulstead again. Puts it in. He's got 4. 17-6. Here's a top of the key, long two there by Lee. Pulled down immediately by Backer, skying high for it. Now Backer dances around Lee. Now goes top of the key to Paulstead. He pump fakes, now drives inside, kicks to Pastoric in the right block, back to Paulstead, 13 feet away and in. Great ball movement there by the Titans, and Paulstead now has 6 points with a 17-8 deficit. 18 seconds left in digging the first. Shot clock turned off. Backing up is Trenton Costley in the right front court. Now goes top. Going to drive inside, put his elbow down, looks to kick back out. He goes right wing three for more off rim, and a long chase for it, pulled down by Cardis. He goes to Paulstead in time, but not in time for the final buzzer of the first quarter. At the end of the first period, North Border all over DVE early and leading 17-8 after the first quarter of play. On your Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard. We're right back, take a break, and come back with second quarter action. Don't go anywhere. This is the Region 2 Boys Basketball Tournament at the Betty on yourliveevent.com.
Did you know that every time you read that bedtime story, you pop a bowl of popcorn, or you settle into the sofa to watch a movie? The city of Hillsborough is hard at work behind the scenes to power the moments that matter. You could say, we warm up your downtime. At the city of Hillsborough, we power businesses too, keeping the lights on and providing the reliability our community needs to thrive. We're here for you with safe, affordable power. We power on.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
Welcome back to the Betty. 17-8 North Border leads here early in the second quarter on your Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard. DVE down and on defense. Now pushing in and losing their footing inside the paint. We got a travel called on number 11, Jaden Lee. He turns it over for the only second time in this game by North Border. 4 by DVE in the first quarter. Paulstead pushes it off the inbound to Sam Johnson, going right to left. All original starters in the game now, except for Pastoric. He's in right now. The top right wing. Being guarded, he goes to Swanson. We have a foul, an offensive foul or defensive foul along the baseline by North Border. Dan Moore wants the explanation. That foul, looking along there, it looks to be on number 23, Kyler Moore, his second, team third. Backer to inbound from the baseline, goes right corner to Johnson. Sam Johnson now glides to the top. Goes to Paulstead top of the key. Now feed inside of Pastoric, but right into the hands of Stainbrook. Turnover, DVE. Now running the floor. Paulstead getting his hands on it. Poking it out, stopping the fast break. Still North Border basketball with 7:14 in the second quarter. Kyler Moore, once again to inbound. He goes to Trenton Costley. Number 1 seed, number 1 team in this region tournament. Hand back off to Costley from Johnson near the elbow. Poked away once again. It's still North Border basketball once again. Number 35 for North Border, Logan Nupdahl, comes into the game in favor of number 23, Kyler Moore, out of the game now. Top of the key, this is Lee. He goes right wing, dish around the right corner. Now this is Johnson. He'll fake, now try to bounce it inside. Goes off the leg of a teammate and found by DVE. Sam Johnson run the court. Johnson now, left wing, looking for separation. It goes to backer, top of key. He puts on a move, goes Euro step inside, almost swatted at, can't find it. And now all alone, constantly looking to go coast to coast. He is blocked from behind by Johnson, getting back at it. And Johnson giving the Eagles a taste of their medicine. Now backer in the left corner. Goes to Paulstead. Left wing, long two is up and in. Paulstead with 8 now, and it's 17-10. DVE cuts it to 7, 6:22 second quarter. Tabitaki now push around the arc to Stainbrook, right wing. Stainbrook guarded by Pastoric. Now back to the left side, finds the hands of Johnson. Now back to Costley. Costley, Tabitaki gets a screen from Johnson. Now snips inside the paint, back out to Lee. Lee maneuvering around the right side and the right wing, backs out. Now goes 16 feet away to Johnson, left corner, kicks it to Stainbrook. He goes up from the left block, looking to put it down, looking to put it in, and he's fouled and hits down hard, heading to the line. That's on Paulstead, his first. Team third by DVE. Stainbrook heads to the line for the first time this afternoon. Sophomore puts it up, hits off the front of the rim. 17-10 ball game. Logan Updahl for the Eagles that came in just a while ago. Second one by Stainbrook. That one hoops in. His first point of the afternoon. It's 18-10 at 5:55 second quarter. Now here's Johnson to Backer, right wing. Backer surveys and look. Now goes to Johnson, right corner. He puts up a contested three. Hits behind the glass. It falls down. Fouled by Paulstead. Paulstead has it tipped out of his hands and out of bounds. Still DVE basketball. Sam Johnson inbound on the baseline. Johnson took a highly contested shot from the right corner. Feeds it to Paulstead. Off the inbound. Paulstead immediately fouled. Reach-in foul against North Border. Team fourth. And that foul on Updahl, his first. Johnson inbound a second time. Goes to Backer, left corner. Backer now surveys. He's guarded by Lee. Directs traffic. Has Paulstead posted up. He goes to him. And goes into Paulstead. He can't find it off the rim from the left block. He is fouled, or he might have fouled. It looks like he fouled number 5, Jaden Johnson. And that's his second. He slammed the ball down aggressively. He's going to take a seat on the bench. Coming back into the game, number 12, Caleb Cardis, who has 2 points. Paulstead leads the game with a game-high 8 points. 18-10. 5:20 second quarter. Costley goes left corner. This is Updahl. Back to Costley, left wing. Back and forth they go. Back and forth. Now top of the key to Lee. Now feed inside the Johnson kick out. Stainbrook, right wing three is up and in. Stainbrook for the tray. He's got 4 points and a 21-10 lead. 5 left in the second quarter. Johnson now with the basketball. Gives it to Backer on the right side. Top of the key now goes Backer. He spins around at the foul line. He puts up a 2-pointer and rattles in and out. And a long fight for the basketball is pulled down by Cardis. He goes up for the putback and he is fouled. Cardis with his third rebound and his first trip to the foul line. So far, the Titans are 2 for 2 from the line, both courtesy of Gage Paulstead, who now rests on the bench. Cardis right now looking to add to 2. He does not on his first attempt. The first miss of the night by DVE from 15 feet away at the line. Their highest scoring player on the bench right now, Paulstead with 8, and Cardis goes 0 for 2. We have a lane violation? We do. That one on Logan Updahl. So Cardis gets another crack at this one. Looking to redeem it and bring it within 10. Cardis up. And again 0 for 2. And now pulled down all the way down to Costley. Costley in the right wing. Goes top of the key to Lee. Lee with the basketball waiting. Now steps and fire inside. Tipped by Backer for a moment. Found by Stainbrook in the right side. He goes right corner and Updahl. He fakes a 3. Now goes top of the key to Stainbrook. Dish around the arc now to Lee in the left wing. Feed it in to Johnson. And it is scooped out of his hands and right into Backer's his bread basket. DVE finds a turnover. Now Pastoric, top of the key, has Backer inside the paint and elects to go to Swanson left wing instead. Swanson faked too much right there, almost lost the basketball. Goes to Johnson, hands it off in the top of the key. He's at the foul line. He drives in, up for 2, in traffic, can't find it, and it's pulled it down by Updahl for his first board. Still 21-10, 3:55 second quarter. Now is Lee driving inside. He is stripped as he goes up for the bucket. Clean strip right there. Still North Border basketball. An 11-point game. And we have a timeout by Coach Dan Moore. The Eagles' first timeout of the afternoon will take one with them. 21-10, North Border leads Drayton Valley Edinburg with 3:53 left in the second quarter on the Tim Gazette seat sales scoreboard.
Big Kitch Farms of Ada, Minnesota will be holding their annual bull and female sale March 27th at 1:30 p.m. To request your catalog today, go to www.dakitchfarm.com. That is DAKITCH farms.com. 53 yearling Angus and Polled Hereford bulls, along with 1 elite Hereford herd sire and 6 open fancy Angus heifer calves.
With 62 years of experience, the annual Dakitch Farms Bull and Female Sale, March 27th, 1:30 p.m. Go online, dakitchfarms.com.
Another timeout break from Coach Dan Moore in the North Border Eagles. They lead 21-10 over Drayton Valley Edinburg on your Tim Gazette seat sales scoreboard with 3:50 left to play before halftime. Going left to right on their side of the court on offense, Trenton Costley has it. He goes to right wing, right front court, over to Jaden Lee. Now back and forth, Nupdahl left wing. This is Stainbrook left corner, dancing with Pastoric. Now it goes off to Lee again on the left side. He glides to the top, has 3 seconds to get it off, goes right block, scoop layup, off rim, and getting a second chance at it is Nupdahl. His putback won't go, second one does. 2 boards for Nupdahl in that sequence, 2 points. And a 23-10 lead for the Eagles. 3:13, second quarter. Johnson to Backer, right wing. Gets the screen from Cardis, has some room. Thinking about it. Guarded by Nupdahl, gets a screen from Cardis again. It goes opposite side, spins in to Nupdahl, and Nupdahl drawing the charge. Turnover, Tyson Backer and DVE. A charge against Backer, his second foul. In the third turnover by the Titans in the second quarter. Eagle basketball once more with 2:50 to go for half. Up by 13. Stanbrook right corner, right elbow, puts up a floater off the glass, won't find it. Pulled down by Backer, his 5th board. Backer runs the court, Pastoric right wing. Off the bench, Pastoric has some room. Dribbles inside the foul line, want to look back out, feet inside, and had it to Backer. Backer collides into traffic and is somehow able to get that off on his backside to Sam Johnson for 2, his first bucket of the night. 23-12 on the opposite side. That shot won't go by Costley. The foul was called before he put it up. That foul on Johnson, his first, team 6th. Now to inbound it is number 5, Jaden Johnson. He goes right inside, and great defense there on Johnson. Pastoric finds the rebound. Johnson finds the basketball across the timeline. He goes to Cardis, left wing, inside the line. Now to Johnson, top of key. Lost it for a second. Got his handle back on it. Now the Backer, feet inside the baseline, underneath. Going to put it up and contested off the high glass and in for Backer. And his first 2 of the afternoon. And it is 1:54 left to go in the second quarter. A star player off to a slow start. 23-14, 1:48 second quarter. Now driving in the baseline. Kick out right corner to Nupdahl. North Border now back to Costley. Gets a screen from Nupdahl. Backs out right wing. Costley bounce pass inside now to Johnson. Bowling his way around in the block. Now inside the paint to Stainbrook. Stainbrook was fouled and was looking for the high glass. Slaps hands of Costley and looks to put it in from the line. Pastorek with his first foul, team 7th. North Border now in the bonus. Stainbrook 1 for 2 in this ballgame so far from the line. He's got 4 points, make it 5 after he rattles that one in. A 10-point lead, 24-14. Braden Johnson checks in now for Tyson Backer. Number 3 for DVE. Stainbrook goes 2 for 2 right there. He's got 6 points, a 25-14 lead. Now Braden Johnson has it on his defensive side of the court. He goes to Sam Johnson. And a foul committed by North Border. Contact. Jaden Lee leaned too much into Sam Johnson. Jaden Lee, his first, team 6th. Lee's got 5 points. Now 1 foul. Pastoric inbounds to Sam Johnson at the timeline now. Going to screen from Cardis. Fighting through it. North Border does. Johnson feeds out to Swanson. And a hit off of North Border had Alex Swanson where he wanted him. Just couldn't hit the tightrope close enough. Johnson gets another crack at the inbound. 1:16 in the second quarter. Pastoric now finds the inbound right wing. Hands off to Braden Johnson in the right wing. Braden now goes to Pastoric again on the right side. Guarded by Lee. Now to Braden again near the corner. Now to Swanson on the right wing. He'll bounce pass inside to Swanson or to Pastoric. And it's stolen away, scooped up by Lee. Bounce pass over to Stainbrook. And a great offensive sequence on the transition defense and offense by the Eagles. Now 8 points for Stainbrook. A turnover by DVE. Their fourth. 27-14, 45 second quarter. Swanson now left corner. He bounce passes to Sam Johnson. Johnson almost lost it. Now he drives inside. Splits the defenders. Can't find it off the rim. Pulled down by Jaden Johnson. Right in the court. Now kicks out left corner. Costley thought about a three. Now drives inside. Almost poked away. It was poked away. Found the hands of Nupdahl. And off of Stainbrook's hands. He saves it. Gets a lucky bounce. Right corner three. Why not? A wild sequence that could have ended badly for North Border. Ends of a trifecta by Stainbrook. He has 11 points and a 30-14 lead with 12 seconds before halftime. Stolen away again by North Border. Stainbrook with a steal. Oh, better finish. Oh, puts it up. Couldn't get the finish. He bounced it, dribbled behind the back. He is fouled, and he heads to the line. Fifth turnover for DVE. Swanson, his first foul, team eighth. Stainbrook so far 3 for 4 from the line. With 4.7 left on the second quarter clock. Stainbrook puts that one in. He's got 12, a game high. 31-14. Sophomore forward does it again. Puts it in again. He's got 13. 32-14. Now here is Sam Johnson pulling up way deep from the left wing. That hits nothing but air. And at the end of the first half, North Border all over Drayton Valley Edinburg, 32-14 on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sale scoreboard. We'll take a break and we'll be right back with our halftime report. Don't go anywhere. This is the North Dakota Class B Region 2 Boys Basketball Tournament at the Betty on yourliveevent.com.
Work has begun to replace Line 3 near your community, and keeping everyone safe is our top priority. We have established robust COVID-19 safety rules for our workers, and when they're not at work on our project, they're advised to follow local health guidelines because we all want everyone home safe. For more information, visit enbridge.com/line3us.
Nothing has embodied the American spirit like the family farmer. Year after year, they work the land. Through droughts, floods, and uncertain markets, they keep that spirit alive with another crop harvested for the next generation. And for that, we tip our hats to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Call Renee or Lynn at the Grafton Agency at 352-0360.
The Hatton Men's Club is a group of community-minded men working together as volunteers to fundraise for important community projects. The Hatton Men's Club is proud to help individuals, businesses, school groups, and other local organizations with funds raised, all benefiting and strengthening the Hatton community. Good luck to all participating today from the Hatton Men's Club.
This is Sam Preston, student-athlete at Hillsborough High School, and I urge students to refrain from using drugs or alcohol. Doing so can result in getting kicked off the team, damage to your reputation, and damage to your body. Stay sober and stay on the right track to success. Live above the influence. This message is brought to you by Hillsborough School District.
Welcome to our halftime report on yourliveevent.com here at Betty Ingolstadt Arena. Your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seat Sale scoreboard reads 32-14 in favor of North Border over Drayton Valley Edinburg, the number 1 seeded Eagles all over the number 9 Titans. Let's see how we got there in our first and second quarter recap. Looking at it right now, 1 lead change, 1 tie. That's all it takes for North Border. They run away in that first quarter, going up 17-8. DVE brought it within a single-digit game at the end, but at one point a 15-4 contest and 17-5 with North Border's second overall offense in Region 2, showing exactly why they average 66 points per game, putting up 32 in the first half. On to the second quarter, DVE fighting back into it thanks to the likes of Gage Paulstad with a team-high 8 points. He sits on the bench right now for the last 3 or more minutes of that second quarter with 2 fouls to his name. Tyson Backer also has 2 fouls, also with 2 points. We'll get to that later when we break down our individual statistics from the first half. Some other team overall stats in that first half of play. North Border only turned it over 4 times. Once in that first quarter explains the 17-8 lead. DVE with 9 team turnovers. And at least 4 to 5 blocks for North Border inside the paint. Absolutely just ferocious defense along the baseline, not letting the likes of Backer or Sam Johnson scurrying in there at 5'10", trying to put it up and being blocked out each time. So far, Johnson has 2 points. Speaking of Johnson and his team's points, we'll come back to that with our individual stats after this break here on YourLiveEvent.com. Your halftime score, North Border 32, Drayton Valley Edinburg 14 on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sale scoreboard. Right back after this.
The service from Hillsborough Dairy is fantastic. It is reliable and the products are quality and fresh. Milk products delivered right to your door like we do at our home. Milk products, juices, cheese products, cream products, yogurt, cottage cheese, butter, margarine, non-dairy items, frozen entrees, frozen chicken, seafood, frozen soup, fettings, bread, bakery boy, frozen doughs, frozen appetizers, all available from Hillsborough Dairy, delivering right to your door. Call the Utter Guy, 701-436-5877.
Hillsborough Lumber has DeWalt tools and Milwaukee power tools. Choose from DeWalt drills, sanders, impact drivers, hammer drills, jigsaws, skill saws, multi-tools, and all DeWalt power tool batteries and accessories. Hillsborough Lumber will work with you on any remodeling project, and they will assist you with any building plans you're considering. And they remind you of laminate flooring and many styles of cabinets available. Call 701-636-4301, Hillsborough Lumber, Hillsborough.
Powerful and playful, delicate and precise, bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family, to provide options beyond the expected, to help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Welcome back to our halftime show on YourLiveEvent.com. Your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seed sale scoreboard reads 32 North Border, 14 for Drayton Valley Edinburg. About 4 minutes and ticking remaining at halftime. Let's see who put those points on the board. Beginning with the Titans, the number 9 DVE squad. Sam Johnson with 2 points, no rebounds. Caleb Cardis with 3 rebounds to 2 points. Alex Swanson has been in the game, has not put anything on the board or in the net yet. Tyson Backer, the leading scorer for this squad, with 5 rebounds to just 2 points. He has 2 fouls as well. Gage Paulstad leads the Titans with 8 points. He had 2 fouls in that second quarter and sat for the last 4 minutes or so of the half. No rebounds to his name. He's also 2 for 2 from the line. Sam Pastoric off the bench with 1 rebound, and Braden Johnson off the bench has not found his way inside the hoop or off the glass just quite yet. For the North Border Eagles, putting up 32 points in one half after averaging 66 all season so far in the whole game. Trenton Costley with 4 points to 2 boards, cut that in half. Jaden Johnson with 6 points to 3 rebounds, cut that in half as well. Jaden Lee has 5 points to 2 boards. Kyler Moore with 2 rebounds, 3 points. Aiden Stainbrook with a game-high 13 points. He drenched a three-pointer earlier. No rebounds to his name yet. He's also 4 for 5 from the line. Logan Nupdahl off the bench with 3 rebounds and 2 points. A nice showing for Nupdahl coming off of the Pine. Team stats overall for DVE, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rebounds. 2 North Borders, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for the Eagles. North Border in the pregame show talking with the coaches, both harping on second chance points. Not a lot of second chance looks, more of just great transitional defense to offense for the Eagles off of either blocks from the fast break inside the paint or blocks or turning into turnovers, stripping away Tyson Backer and his Titans. About 1.5 minute left here in the halftime report. We'll take another quick break and come back with third quarter action. 32-14, the Eagles lead the Titans on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard here at the Betty on yourloveevent.com.
We are part of so many great communities across North Dakota. From small farm towns to big cities, one thing is for sure, we are proud to be part of your community. Hello, this is Dustin with Irie Insurance, and I am proud to work for Irie Insurance because we give back to our communities in so many ways, like United Way School Drive, the North Dakota Corn Growers Association, our local schools, and youth sports. So thank you for letting us be a part of your community and help protect it. To see some of our community efforts up and down the valley, go to IrieInsurance.com.
With halftime coming to a close, let's look at the next game here on yourloveevent.com later on this afternoon at 2:30 here at the Betty. Number 4, Thompson takes on number 5, Midway Minto. Brady Siebels will be your guide for that game later on here on yourloveevent.com. However, it's now time for the third quarter between the number 1 seeded North Border Eagles and the number 9 DVE Titans. With a 32-14 lead for North Border. On your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard, 701-430-0877. Please give Tim your business. Now time to get back to business for the Titans. With Backer back in the game to inbound going left or right. He has Sam Johnson to his left. He goes to Johnson. Johnson across the timeline. Got some work to do at the top of the key now. He goes left side to Swanson. Swanson hasn't scored yet in the left wing. Now he goes back to Johnson. Chest pass. Johnson number 2 backer right wing, get the screen from Johnson. Going to feed him side. No, he goes out to the right corner. Right wing, Cardis. Cardis looking to dish. He goes back to backer. Top of the key, dancing back. Now looking between the legs. Goes to Cardis. Going to get a screen from Caleb. Goes left side. Looking to jip and jab. Goes to Cardis. Pick and roll. Cardis ran into a wall. Almost found out the roll. Couldn't. And found by Cardis. He goes up for a turnaround jumper off the glass. That one's bad in the air. Paulistad finds the rebound. Paulistad hits the deck. And he's fouled. Paulistad finds the rebound. Paulistad's first rebound. Cardis with the board as well. Jackson Johnson with the foul right there. His first for the North Border Eagles of the second half. Backer right wing puts on a move. Now drives inside. Oh, better pass. Oh my gosh. Right to Paulistad. Just hooped it in there. And Paulistad finishes for 10 points now, 42-16. And now we have a call on the other side. Ball goes out of bounds. North Border turns it over, and it back to DVE. Just what the doctor ordered for Drayton Valley Edinburg. Backer from Johnson, hip checks into Costley. Back to Johnson on the bounce pass in the right front court. Guarded by Costa, goes cross court all the way over the left corner to Swanson. Now to Backer, now to Paulistad in the foul line. Now Johnson all alone, right corner, 3. Short off in the rim corner, and a long rebound eventually snagged down by Lee, feeding to Stainbrook, and goes up, almost put it down, but he puts it in for 2. Stainbrook can get up there. He's 6'4". He's got 15 points and a 34-16 lead. That rebound by Jaden Lee. Now on the left side, Paulistad left corner, puts his shoulder down, stops in the block. Oh, around the back and around the side, put up the Cardis. His shot won't go. Johnson gets the rebound, pulled down by Kyler Moore. Johnson with the board, couldn't find it. Now all alone, Cosley. He stops, turns around, puts it up for 2. Underneath the baseline, Cosley's got 6 points and a 36-16 lead. Swanson finds Johnson. Sam Johnson, a little bit of a full court defense press by these Eagles. It goes off the foot, the side of the North Border squad. Look to be Jaden Lee. Re-inbounded. Tyson Becker to Sam Johnson with 5:43 in the third quarter. Johnson moves around now to the top. Gives it back to Becker. Becker fakes, now goes inside and poked away right into the hands. All alone to Cosley, and then putting it up. Cosley finishes despite the tough defense from Becker. Cosley now with back-to-back buckets. 8 points, 38-16. DVE turns it over out of Becker's hands. And Becker fouled from behind, trying to get back in that back pocket. Cosley was again. That is his second team, second of the second half. Becker to inbound. Tyson with just 2 points so far, 5 rebounds. Gives it to Sam Johnson. Johnson's got 2 of his own. He's in the right wing. Goes to Becker, top of the key. At the North Dakota logo. Goes to Johnson, right wing. Thought about it, guarded by Steinbrook. Bounce pass inside of Paulistad. He's in the right block. Boys in, charges in. Can't find it. Pulled down by Jackson Johnson. Jackson Johnson now hits the floor, claps his hands. He is fouled from behind. Still North Border basketball. That foul on Paulistad, his third. Getting into foul trouble. It looks like he'll check out. He does. Sam Pastorik checks in his place. Paulistad, the leading scorer for the Titans with 10. On the bench now. Trenton Cosley across the timeline in the right wing. Feeds inside. Jaden Lee tipped away. Lee finds it, however. Puts out the high glass off the back of the glass. Goes out of bounds. DVE basketball. 4:48 in the third quarter. 38-16. North Border on top. Back and forth between Pastorik and Swanson. Now in Alex Swanson's hands. He goes to Pastorik. Got to get it across quickly. Not even across his own arc yet. Goes to Backer. Backer finally gets it across midcourt. Bounce pass to Johnson. In the top. Now Pastorik. He'll load left wing 3. Off the rim in the short side. And pulled down by Steinbrook. His first board, believe it or not. Now here is Kyler Moore. And he took a walk in the right wing, looking to hold up and dish to somebody else. Instead, he dishes it to DVE. Second North Border turnover of the second half. Pastorik along the sideline, far sideline. It goes to Sam Johnson on the near sideline. Back to Pastorik. Cross-court pass from Johnson in the left front court. Back and forth, these two go. Johnson, right wing, goes to Curtis. Right short corner, back to Johnson in the wing. Feed inside to Pastorik, right block. He is put back down by Kyler Moore. And this one by Backer won't go. Now to Johnson, right corner, 3. Off short. And now at the top of the rim, Backer finds that board. Now Backer, he pushes from the left block. That one won't go. Pastorik finds the rebound. Pastorik charging inside. And he walked while doing it. A lot of chances there for the Titans to find a board, find some points. Instead, they find themselves with another turnover. Still down 38-16, 3:49 and ticking in the third. Back to North Border. Taking care of business so far. Cosley puts a move on Johnson, now splits inside in traffic. Can't find it off the rebound. And now here is off and count it in a foul underneath. Might have an injury down there. Looks like Jaden Lee looked down there for a second. Backer picks up that foul. And now going to the line is number 5 at Jackson Johnson. That's actually on Pastorik. So Backer only have 2 fouls. Team second. Jackson Johnson with 8 can make it 9. He does. Gets the friendly roll. His first trip to the line. His first make. 41-16. North Border on top of DVE. 3:30 third quarter. Pastorik right wing. He'll go to Johnson. Cross court, left front court. The Swanson left corner. Swanson bounce pass. Back over to Johnson now. To Backer. Pastorik right corner 3. Thought about it. Now backs off. Looking to go to Carson inside the paint. No, he goes to Johnson top of the key. Johnson now left side off the boot of Jaden Lee. Still DVE basketball. Coach Laxdal gives a little soccer tap over to the ref. Ref ready to give it back to Sam Johnson. on the far sideline. Now Backer in his hands, goes back to Johnson. Historic right elbow. He goes over to Swanson and right into the midst of Kyler Moore. DVE turnover all alone. Costly for 2 in the paint. Another transitional offense off the turnover bucket for the Eagles. 10 points for Costly, and it's 43-16, all north border so far. This one's tipped away again from Historic. Historic dives for it, can't find it. Turnover again inside. Backer tries to fight for it back. Goes off his hands, and it's still north border basketball. We have a timeout by Coach Blake Laxdal, and the Titans down 43-16, 2:43 left in the third quarter on the Tim Cassette seat sales scoreboard.
What I love working about Marvin is I'm always given an opportunity to learn new things.
Come in here willing to learn, and if you're willing to do that, you can go anywhere.
The people here is what makes the workplace enjoyable. It's a great place to work.
They have a great benefit package, and as I've been here even for a few years, I've seen that package being adjusted and tailored to try to meet our needs better.
Your experience coming in, our experience that we have here, makes a great combination that we invite.
Coming back from the timeout break by Coach Blake Laxdal and the Titans, his team down 43-16, 2:43 left to go in the third on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard. North Border basketball with Jackson Johnson to inbound. That's Costly. Costly now goes the right wing, gets it back, and we have a foul on DVE. Kyler Moore hit down on the floor. Contact foul, I believe on Historic or Paulistad, both in the vicinity. It's on Historic. They said Lucas. Lucas Historic with his third foul. And the ball goes out of bounds. On the sideline, still North Border basketball. Costly inbounds. It goes inside to Jackson Johnson in the right elbow. Johnson spins around, puts his elbow down, puts it up for 2. Jackson Johnson working down low in the paint. He's got 11 points from it. 45-16. Only one bucket by DVE in this second half. Historic right wing. Lucas looks on low. No, he goes to Swanson. Right corner 3 is up. Too strong. Pulled down by Johnson. Eventually gets it up off the backboard and won't go. And Backer finds it. He goes to foul line and tries to bounce it to Historic. Instead, hits the student helper. Turnover DVE, their 5th. Backer found the rebound. Couldn't find the dish. Stanbrook left wing. Looks inside, goes top of the key to Lee. Now push around the arc. This is Johnson. He puts it down in the paint. Now back to the left corner. Going to Moore. Top of the key. Here is Lee, who swoops and sways. Puts it off the glass. Won't go. Pulled down by Paulistad. It is. And now in the hands of Backer. Backer running the court. Now fakes the pass over to Swanson and puts it up with his left hand. Left block for 2. Backer just 4 points. Now 45-18. 1:25 third quarter. Costly inside the right elbow. Bounce pass over to Moore, left wing. Moore for 3 over Historic. Won't go. Pulled it down by Johnson. Johnson now has it tipped away by right into the hands of Backer. Tyson Backer and his team down 45-18 with a minute and change in the third quarter. Historic now in the right wing. Lucas gives it to Backer. Now bullet pass over left hand throw there by Backer to Swanson, the left block. He hits the baseline, claps again. Turnover again for DVE. North Border's defense stifling DVE so far with 55 seconds to go in the third. Now putting on a move inside is Jaden Lee. Puts it up from 12 feet away. Goes out of bounds off of the swat there by Swanson, trying to tip it to one of his teammates. Still Eagles basketball. Trenton Costly inbounds. Goes left corner. This is Moore again. Goes top of the key. This is Lee. Now back over. Costly left corner 3. In and out. Pulled down by Swanson. Swanson's first board. Gets on the stat sheet. Sam Johnson now. Across the timeline. 30 seconds to go. Now Backer on the right front court. Now top of the key goes Historic. Back and forth they go. Now all alone. Swanson right corner 3. Strong. And pulled down eventually by Stainbrook for his second board. 15 seconds remaining now in the third. Moore, touch pass over inside to Johnson, and off the hands of DVE coming in with transitional defense. catching back up. Still North Border basketball, 12.8 left to go in the third. Feet inside, all alone there for a second was Lee. Lee tries to put it up from left block. He's fouled. He heads to the line. Jaden Lee with 5 points, 1 for 2 from the line so far, has 3 rebounds to his name.
Jaden Lee to the line for the Eagles.
This one up by Lee, that one in. Lee now with 6, 46-18. Only 2 buckets by DVE in this third quarter. Lee again puts it in. He's got 7. 47-18, 8 seconds left. Shot clock is obviously turned off. Backer in the right wing. Now drives baseline. Put up left hand from the right side. Won't go. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up. And one. No, a charge. No, they give it to Backer. Backer inside. Got his own offensive rebound. Puts it up for 2. He has 6 points. Now a trip for a 3-point play. 47-20 with 7 tenths left on the clock. Backer rims in and out, and it's found by Lee. His shot is well short, and it's all North Border early on in this ball game and late and out into the fourth quarter. 47-20. North Border leads DVE on your Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard 47-20. Fourth quarter action after this on yourliveevent.com.
I think what matters is you finding the right college for yourself. And so I transferred to NDSCS. I love the fact that people are always nice to you and you make a lot of great friends. My name is Dawafi and I am here for my future.
Going to NDSCS, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. I for sure will look back on all the memories and love it. My name is Grace and I'm here for my future.
Welcome back to the Betty Ingolstadt Arena here in Grand Forks, North Dakota in this first quarterfinal quarrel of the Class B Region 2 Boys Basketball Tournament here in North Dakota. North Border leads Drayton Valley Edinburg 47-20 on your Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard. It was all, and has been all, Eagles early for the number 1 seed in this tourney. Up by 17-8 in the first quarter, 32-14 at half, only gave up 3 buckets in that third quarter, now leading 47-20. Eagles start the quarter on offense, going right to left. In the hands of Trenton Costley, left side goes top now to Lee. Right wing, now over 2 more, top of the key. Feeds back over, too strong off the right hand. Back over to Lee, turnover, North Border to start off this final quarter of regulation. DVE turned it over 6 times in that third quarter, and 5 times in the second, 4 times in the first. Turnovers costly for the Titans. Johnson in the right wing. That's Braden Johnson now. He goes Pastoric, left wing. Lucas now looks. Goes right wing back again to Braden Johnson, who finds Backer near the top. Now Paulstead back in the game. He splits the defenders, goes up, and a little scoop pass over to Pastoric, who clutches, waits, and puts it in from left block for 2. Pastoric, his first 2 of the afternoon. 47-22, 7-17 here in the fourth. Now kick out the Moore left corner. He goes left wing to Costley. He'll load for 3. No one guarding him. Why not? Trenton Costley has 13 points with a tray. 50-22. All North Border with 7 left in the fourth. Tyson Backer right wing finds the basketball. Bounce pass over to Cardis. Caleb Cardis swarm 2-on-1. Now tries to tightrope the baseline. He's fouled as he does, and will re-inbound the basketball. That will be the 4th team foul by North Border, and 3rd by Kyler Moore. Pastoric claps the basketball, gives it Pastoric. Right corner, baseline, and gives in the Backer. Backer now puts it up again off his offensive rebound. Backer finds it again. 3rd time's a charm for Tyson Backer after 2 boards. Backer now of 8, running it quickly now. Costley on the other side. 50-24. Inside now, Stanbrook 12 feet away. Gets a little teardrop floater to go off the rim. Stanbrook with a game-high 17 points. 52-24, 6:21 fourth quarter. North Border looking to advance to the semifinal round here in this Region 2 tournament. Ball at top. He goes left elbow, kicks out to Sam Johnson. Braden Johnson, left corner. Now Backer, right wing. Moves Pastoric, right corner, back to Backer, right side. Puts on a move, skimmies through. Pastoric, nice catch off the dish. Spins inside from the right block. Spins around like a top and finds it for 2. Pastoric has 4, 52-26. 5:53 fourth quarter. Stanbrook, left corner. Guarded by Johnson, top of the key to Moore. Now Lee, right wing. Lee drives, right elbow, midi is up. Money. Jaden Lee now has 9 points. It's 54-26 North Border. They average 66 points per game. They're getting close with 5.5 left in the fourth quarter. Paulstad in the right baseline. Spins around, looks to split the defenders. Can't. Off the mark, Backer swoops in for the rebound. His putback won't go, and Paulstad cleans it up for 2. Paulstad aboard, as does Backer, finding one off the glass. Paulstad has 12 points, 54-28. 5 and change in the fourth. Now here is Johnson. Jackson Johnson puts it up from 10 feet away, pulled down by Curtis. Curtis has 6 rebounds now to his name. Pastoric has the basketball in his hands. In the right front court goes the Backer. Feed inside to Paulstad. Bounce pass to Curtis. Can't finish off the nice offensive movements, but it's taken down by Braden Johnson for the putback in the 2 from the left block. Timeout by Blake Laxdal, and the Titans down 54-30, 4:44 left to go in regulation on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sales scoreboard.
At Nielsen Brand Law, we know lawyers are meant to solve problems. Whether you are going through a divorce, navigating a business dispute, need help with an estate plan, dealing with the death of a loved one, or are facing criminal charges, we are here to help. The attorneys at Nielsen Brand Law want to make sure your future is secure. You'll receive individual counsel for your specific needs and also an entire team working for your best potential outcome. Nielsen Brand Law, with offices in Fargo, Mayville, and Grand Forks. We are ready to work with you. Visit us online today at nielsenbrandlaw.com.
Welcome back to the first quarterfinal game of the Class B Region 2 Boys Basketball Tournament in North Dakota at the Betty Engelstead Arena here in Grand Forks. North Border leads Drayton Valley Edinburg 54-30 on your Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard. North Border up early and often all throughout the first parts of this game. 17-8 in the first, 32-14 at half, and 47-20 in the third, only giving up 3 buckets in that period. North Border, a great offense and a great defense, and Region 2 now push it right to left. Here is Lee. He's the right elbow. Stops. Gives over to Johnson. Jackson Johnson. Top key now goes back to Lee. Off to the right. Here's Nepto back in the game. He goes right corner. This is Johnson again. He pulls up right side. Midi wants up a jumper and pulled down by Swanson, in and out. Now running it is Backer on the left side for the Titans. He is stuffed from behind. Again, Jaden Lee with the foul. Backer goes down hard. It's actually on Jackson Johnson from the behind foul. Johnson, his second, team 5th. Backer, his first trip to the line, his first attempt. Excuse me, he had one at the end of the third quarter that he missed. Now he's 0 for 2. Make that 1 for 2. Backer now has 9 points. Misses that one. 54-31. 4:08. Fourth quarter. Now pushing it inside. And here is Lee again to Johnson. Jackson Johnson finishes inside the baseline. Has 13 points. 56-31. 3:55 fourth quarter. Off the hands of Paulstad. Rekindled by Cardis. Goes to Sam Johnson. The Backer left wing. Catches the basketball, hits the Swanson, fakes, drives, baseline left side, puts up right hand, won't go. Pulled down by Stanbrook. Stanbrook not having to get up for that one at 6'4". He goes right wing, feeds inside all alone. Johnson tries to do underhand layup, just nonchalantly over to Logan Updahl. Goes out of bounds. Still North Border basketball. 3:35 left and ticking in regulation. Now looking for the inbound. North Border goes right corner to Jackson Johnson. Hands back off to Trenton Costley. Glides to the back. Near the right front court. Finds Johnson again. Kicks out top of the key. Now underhand over to Nupdahl. Now Nupdahl left elbow, goes top round, dish around the arc. Here's a Stainbrook 3 from the right side. Short, pulled down by Tyson Backer, cleaning up the boards. Windex handy this afternoon, but down 56-31. Backer goes coast to coast. He's fouled, going up to the rim, and another trip to the line back to back for Tyson Backer. That one on number 20 for North Border, Rhett Carl. Recently checked into the game for the first time this afternoon. Backer switches the first one. He's got 10. 56-32. Backer again. The senior puts it in. Backer with 11. Second on the team. 56-33 with 3:09 to go. We have a foul down off the inbound. It's on Backer. Should be his fourth foul. It is. Team fifth. North Border to re-inbound the ball. Full press defense by DVE, and it works to their advantage. Backer finds a turnover. Now looking to take advantage. Goes to Paulstead. Nice pass. Better finish. Put some sauce on it by Paulstead. He's got 14, 8 team high, and cuts it to 56-35. 2:50 to go in regulation. Costley over the head pass. Like a rifle inside, all alone in the paint to Jackson Johnson for 2. He's got 15. 58-35. North Border not taking anything off of their offense. Keeping the NOS on. This one, a loose ball pulled down by Backer. Jump ball coming our way. Tyson Backer fighting for his basketball life right now, the senior. They call a foul against. They'll call a jump ball. Things almost got chippy there for a second the way Backer was with that basketball. Johnson inbound, goes left quarter. Swanson for 3. Off in and out. Inside, pulled down by Jackson Johnson. Runs the court to Costley. He's in the left corner, guarded by Sam Johnson. Now he drives in, backs out, spins around. Now goes to try the other side, and he is fouled. He took one off the noggin. Braden Johnson picks up that foul. Turns it over. Paulstead checks out of the game. Looks like in his place, Braden Johnson comes in. Excuse me on that last remark. Turnover North Border. DVE with the basketball. Top the key 3 from Backer. That one won't fall. Not a lot of threes in this game. That one's pulled down by Carl. He kicks back out now. Trying to run the court is Costley. Gets across the timeline. All alone. Stainbrook puts it up. Almost dunked it again, but he put it in again from the left block. Stainbrook with 19 points in a 60-35 lead with 1:50 in the fourth quarter. We'll have a plethora of substitutions coming in here in a second with Braden Johnson and Sam Johnson left wing. Tried to pull, didn't. Johnson goes back to Backer right wing, puts up a 3, and hits the bottom of the net. Nothing but net and wet for Tyson Backer. Give him 14. That's 60-38 deficit. 1:28 to go. Reaching call here by DVE. That's on Sam Johnson. Here come the substitutions. Historic. All the original starters come out to a round of applause from their crowd. New players in for North Border as well. Number 21, Logan Peterson for North Border. Number 10, Brant Costley, brother of Trenton Costley. Now in the left side is number 15, Daniel Doomer. He goes to Carl in the left paint. This one's scrapped for by him and Braden Johnson, picked up by Pastoric. And here's number 24 for DVE, Jace Larson. Larson now in the left wing, goes out. Now Pastoric, top of the key, 3, short, out of bounds. And North Border basketball with 1:03 left to play in the ball game. It's a 60-38 game. North Border looks to advance to the semifinal round once the clock hits 0. Season ends for Drayton Valley Edinburg. Once it does, this one ripped away. Turnover North Border, back in the hands of Pastoric and company. Now running the court. Here's Braden Johnson. Nice move. Couldn't get the finish. Got a blocking foul against North Border, and Braden Johnson heads to the line.
Also number 20, Rhett Carl. To the line for the Titans, number 3.
DVE fought its way to get in here. in the play-in game against Findlay. Shannon Page won 61-57 after being up by 21 at one point. Braden Johnson misses that first free throw. We'll have a substitution here by North Border here in a hot second, and we have it right now. Logan Updahl comes out in favor of number 4, Nicholas Kerrigan. Coming to this game, North Border 2-0 versus DVE, and it'll be a clean 3-0 sweep for the Eagles this season and advancing in the playoffs. 60-39, 36 seconds to go in regulation. North Border running its offense now on the right side of Carl. Carl now on the right block in the baseline. Underhand scoop. Layup in for 2. Number 4, Nicholas Kerrigan. 62-29. The Youngins getting to show off their stuff. And now putting up with 19 seconds left. Either a shot, we'll have a shot in the right wing. That 3-ball won't go. Pulled down by eventually Carl. No, we have a jump ball coming up. That shot by number 20, Lucas Anderson for DVE. Excuse me, number 21. Number 20, Lucas Anderson. 10 seconds to go before the clock hits 0. North Border advances to the semifinal round. They'll either play Thompson or Midway Minto. The Eagles defeat the Titans for the 3rd time this season, this time by the score of 62-39 on your Tim Cossette Seed Sales scoreboard. A 3-0 season sweep for North Border. Number 1 seed moves on. Number 9 seeded Titans in their season now at 9-14. We'll take a break and come back with our post-game report and awards after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
If you're looking to upgrade your appliances, Olson Hardware in Hillsboro is the place to stop, as they have sales and service for all your major appliances: refrigerators, freezers, washers and dryers, stoves, dishwashers, and microwaves. Olson Hardware also now has in store the Amazing Rest mattress. It's a high-quality, affordable mattress designed to help you achieve amazing rest. If you're in need of a mattress upgrade, stop and check out the Amazing Rest mattress. And don't forget about all of your general hardware items too at Olson Hardware in Hillsboro.
Welcome to our post-game report here for our final score with 62-39 reading on the Tim Cossette Seed Sales scoreboard in favor of the number 1 seeded North Border Eagles over the Drayton Valley Edinburg Titans. Let's break down how they got there and the star players for this game, starting off with our Enbridge Energy player of the game. That one, can't think of anyone better to give that to this afternoon than Aiden Stainbrook. He had 19 points, was close to dunking it twice on multiple occasions. 3 rebounds and 4 for 5 from the line goes the sophomore forward, Aiden Stainbrook, our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Work has begun to replace line 3, and keeping everyone safe is Enbridge's top priority. Robust COVID-19 safety rules have been established for Enbridge employees because we want everyone home safely. Learn by visiting more at enbridge.com/line3.us. Our Enbridge Energy player of the game, Aiden Stainbrook, and our our precision player of the game from RDK Enterprises goes to Jackson Johnson with 15 points, second on the team with his own abundance of rebounds as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by Johnson. A 15 and 6 night by Jackson Johnson, our RDK Enterprises precision player of the game, along with Aiden Stainbrook, our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Thinking about upgrading your planter? Visit RDK Enterprises at the locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota to learn more about available rebates and financing at RDK Enterprises, planterdoc.com. Thanks to our sponsors, Enbridge and RDK Enterprises, our Halstead telephone company connection of the game has to go between Stainbrook in the paint, finding it from his teammates off the dish. On 2 separate occasions, Stainbrook ever so closely puts it down, puts it in for the lay-in instead, and our Halstead Telephone Company connection of the game goes to Aiden Stainbrook down in the paint. Again, he had 19 points and was our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Discover local reliability you can trust. Halstead Telephone Company. It's how to connect at halsteadtel.com. That should wrap it up from us here at the Betty Ingolstadt Arena for our first quarterfinal game. This one between North Border and Drayton Valley Edinburg, of course. That final score reads 62-39 in favor of the number 1 seeded Eagles over the number 9 seeded Titans. They next play tomorrow in the semifinal round against either number 4 seeded Thompson Tommies or the number 5 seeded Midway Minto Mustangs. That game coming up next on YourLoveEvent.com. Brady Siebels has a call on that one here at the Betty for our second quarterfinal quarrel of this marvelous Monday afternoon. Once again, your final score for this one, 62-39. North Florida defeats Drayton Valley Edinburg, is heading on to the semifinals. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and keep on tuning on here on YourLoveEvent.com. Thanks to all our sponsors in today's action, and we'll see you in the next one.